Stitches and Sundries Flosstube number 9.
Number 9.
Oh my gosh, it's our end of the year, and we were going to do something special, but we couldn't get our shit together to do that, so...
It's okay, we're here for you.
We're here. I'm Lauren.
I'm Devyn.
And we are a cross-stitch podcast. We talk about stitchy stuff, and a little sewing here and there, and we have not a lot to show you. The holidays have been kicking our butts, and I got a new job, and that's been kicking my butt, so...
I got more work at my job.
It's been fun. It's been a great end to just a great year, right, everybody?
Yeah.
So good. So, I have been working past 2 weeks at my new job, and so I just got home every night and was, like, mentally dead. Like, the first week was like, hey, let's sit down and just throw all this information at you. You won't need this information until August, but we're just going to sit down and just
tell you everything.
Just inundate you. And I'm like taking notes and doing stuff before, like by Thursday, I realized a lot of this doesn't matter. We're going to take notes on the key things. That took a while. Yeah. But it was just like, my brain was so overwhelmed with trying to remember all this stuff. And then we had a busy weekend last weekend getting holiday stuff, and I did cookie day.
Oh yeah, tell us how many cookies you baked.
I'll put a picture here of one of the tables. I originally set out to make 720 cookies, which would be, what did I say, 12? So, I can't remember. 20 boxes.
20 boxes.
With 6 dozen in each box, whatever that is. And then by the end, because our boxes just couldn't handle any more cookies, I stopped at 600.
Our boxes couldn't handle how much cookies she wanted to make.
So I did 600 cookies, which is 10 dozen.
Okay, but listen to yourself. I think it's totally cool that you don't have a whole lot to show today. You made 600 cookies. Who makes 600 cookies?
I do. It was funny because my sister was like, I'll help. And I was like, you don't want to do that. Like, you don't want to waste your whole Saturday doing this. She's like, yeah, I'll help. Don't worry. We'll just hang out. So we listened to podcasts. We listened to a lot of the Glass Cannon podcast, which is a Dungeons and Dragons, or it's Pathfinder, but it's RPGs. And then she just was in charge of taking things out of the oven. Second cookie I did was peanut butter, and you have to roll them into balls, and then roll those balls into sugar, and then flatten them. And I was like two trays in. I was like, I have another cookie with this, and this is a time suck. We're not doing that. We're not dealing with these rolling into balls. If they're not scoop cookies or like easy just cut cookies where you get 3 dozen out of a sheet. Cookies. Yeah, if you don't get 3 dozen out of a sheet, we're not messing with it. We're not doing this. So I had to reconfigure one of my cookies. But it was a lot of fun. It was a good day. It was originally planned to have lots of people and everybody be making cookies and eating cookies and having holiday music on and dorking around. We didn't get to do any of that because this country sucks, but this year sucks. And so it was but it was a nice day with my sister. And then Sunday, Dad called and was like, do you want to go out to lunch? And I'm like, Dad, I'm not eating at restaurants right now. You know this. It's too scary to take my mask off amongst these plague carriers. And he's like, well, what do you want to do? I want to see you. I want to hang out. I'm like, would you be willing to drive me around in the snow while I deliver tons of cookies? And he's like, yeah, sure.
Did your dad drive you to my house?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So, Dad drove us around. He was like, I feel like I'm contributing. And I'm like, you are, buddy. Thank you. Because, we had people all the way in Oakland and then down in New Germany.
Oh, God.
And so he drove us county to county, line to line. And it was 3 hours. We just hung out in the truck with him. I only had to blast the radio one time when he was getting real uppity, real crazy. And so it was a good day. It was a good weekend. And then
that's good.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's really good. God, the last 2 weeks for me, what have I been doing? I have been crafting, and I've actually done a lot more cross stitch than normal. I don't know what happened. We just did the Festival of Trees Christmas tree, and for some reason, I'm like, let's keep that mojo going. So I went insane on ornaments.
Yes.
Not all cross stitch, but stitchy related. And I made a whole bunch of, I really wanted to do like a little sort of like you had your cookie day planned. Well, I wanted to do some like ornament making with friend. So that obviously isn't going to happen with COVID. So I made Jason participate. I should have brought what he made. Oh my God. He got on Pinterest.
He's adorable.
He participated. He found wine cork little reindeer, and I'll take a picture of one and send it to you.
Put a picture here.
We'll put a picture.
Wine cork reindeer.
Yeah. So he made these adorable little reindeers, and he was like, I don't have any of the stuff that it calls for other than corks, and I'm like, we'll go through my craft stash. So dug up I had brown floral wire. Normally that stuff's green, but I specifically bought brown because I did a twiggy wreath, not a green wreath. But anyway. He used that to make little legs, little antlers, and they're kind of adorable. We glued a button nose on them. Aww. And I had some safety eyes, which is what you put in little stuffies, or I put them in my needle felted little creatures. And I bought a set of them. Anyway, we shoved these little safety eyes down into the cork, so they have little eyes too. They're pretty cute.
Aww.
The only thing we need to get is one of those little like eye hooky dooders and screw that into the body, and then we can hang it.
Then yeah, you can totally have it.
But anyway, he made those. I made a couple of things, and I did some cross stitching. And
was that the night I called you and you gave me an entire rundown of why Cricut is not a good investment?
Oh, it might have been. So I have the Cricut Maker. Side note: this is gonna be a rambly Christmas episode.
Yeah, we don't have a ton. We're just rambling.
I have the Cricut Maker. And everybody raves about it. I'm gonna be the person who sits here and says I just don't love it. I mean, I watch people. I've watched a lot of videos. I've followed directions. I buy Cricut specific materials for it to cut. Yada yada yada. Long story short, it's not doing cuts right, and it messes a whole bunch of stuff up. I want to do all these beautiful handmade Christmas cards that you can do with the Cricut. None of that happened because every single cardstock. Mine is butchering cardstock, which it has successfully cut cardstock before, which leads me to think that something's wrong with the machine, which is sadness. But happiness is the things that I did cut. I'll show you this.
Show some ornaments.
This is so I cut this shape out with the Cricut. It's a yarn wrapped little Christmas tree.
It's very cute. You need to trim your
I didn't weave in my ends, just like everything else I finished lately. I haven't been doing ends. And I'm going to go through with glue and glue down each corner, because the corners are like the yarn pops off a little bit. But I don't have the right glue for that.
Is it tacky glue?
I do have tacky glue. I didn't think tacky glue would work. I don't know. I'll try tacky glue. But I have this little guy. And I'm going to try to either crochet or knit a tiny little star for him.
Aww.
That may or may not happen this year, because this is just going to go in my box to put on my tree. Guess I'll show more.
Yeah.
I have a bag full.
Show some ornaments.
So
this one I love.
Just found a free heart template on, and it's kind of like the primitive heart style, like that how do you say that word I'm trying to say?
Elongated.
I'm
here for you.
I'm an adult, guys. Anyway, and I bought like a pack of fat quarters from Walmart and cut them out.
I love that.
I'm going to make a couple more of these. I cut this out by hand. I did not use the Cricut for this, just so you know. The buttons are actually sewing this hook on. And I went around the edges with fray check just to reduce the amount of like edge fray, which there's not on this. Pro tip, fray check is a very powerful substance.
That's like super glue for fabric.
You really need to do it in an aerated room.
Oh my god, did you almost pass out from fray check?
I got really like, whoa, something's happening. And I told Jason, I'm like, I gotta go outside.
You don't think of sewing as needing like good ventilation.
Right? So pro tip, if you use fray check, because I did fray check on this, which was just around these edges, which wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. But I also did fray check on which this does not have like a pattern or a tutorial. It's just you cut out 2 hearts, you sew them together with what is really a sloppy, I think that's a whip stitch. I don't know, I just did it.
Yeah, I think that's a whip stitch.
And then
I hear cats killing each other out in the front, but we're not gonna acknowledge that as long as they're not taking a tree down.
Right? My dog knocked my tree over last night. So mad at him. Casper's in timeout. And then I followed Mr. Domestic's tutorial to make. These are the little Scandinavian
That is so cute.
Origami Hearts. I think I'm pretty sure it's Scandinavian origami. So anyway, I went around the edges with fray check. This one has a bit of a crinkle to it because I don't know how to do things. I have Wonder Under. And I've never used it. I've never watched a tutorial on how to use it. I didn't know what I was doing. Did you know you're supposed to peel it off? So there's Wonder Under in there, but I didn't peel the paper part off. But it's fine. It's my own ornament. It's gonna be my little heirloom. But here I am, being like a little...
I love you, Devynn, so much. There's just a sheet of wax paper in there.
Wax paper in it. It'll last forever, won't it?
It will.
And then this one, I haven't ironed it yet because you can do this, and it's like a little basket. And he shows you on his tutorial this. But you can put like the Scandinavian tradition. I think you put little snacks in there.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's really cute. It's like a little...
That is cute.
But this one has Wonder Under on it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah,
look,
you can.
The paper's gone.
I peeled the paper off on this one. But I didn't iron it together. I just was hoping that the Wonder Under would help with the fraying, which it kind of did. But I still went around it with fray check. And between the 3 projects with fray check, I was like, whew, needs the bear.
Sniffing Sharpies in the back room.
I have more ornaments that I made.
Oh my goodness. Ornament Parade.
I know, and it's like when we did the tree, I barely had any.
Yeah, you just spent like a whole day doing nothing but...
Well, all my ornaments for the tree though were cross stitch, so these are all... This one's fun. I had some tropical fabric. I think I'm going to do a couple of these. This is like a pineapple, but you can't see it. The pink thing is a pineapple. But I also have... This came with coordinating flamingo fabric.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to do some Christmas flamingo ornaments.
When did flamingos become a Christmas thing? I've seen so many Christmas flamingos.
I didn't know they were. I was just going to do it.
And these are, I think, also Mr. Domestic, because I think this is
I
the same
followed
pattern.
Mr. Domestic's tutorial. So there's a lot of different ways you can do them. I've seen the ones where people, like, instead of just doing an iron folded tube, they can sew the tube. Yeah, I didn't do that. So, I
like those. I like the bubbly red. I
made these little guys. So this is just folded. There's no sewing. I do need to get some, I'm going to go in with glue and kind of glue the points together. Mr. Domestic does in his tutorial. I don't have the type of glue that he used. I don't have any type of good fabric glue. So... I fray check, but I tried that and it didn't work. So that, oh, wait, here's another one. Same thing.
And we were talking, and my sister made these as well. I think she might even follow the same tutorial. I can't remember. Starching, after you make your tube, starching makes your things a little stiffer and a little crisper. And it keeps things from sliding around as much.
Yeah.
So that is a good way.
Mine definitely, I have one in here. One of these Jason made, and his is a lot more floppier. And so I think that they definitely going to need some glue to make them last a lifetime. So anyway, I'm going to put them together. Those are all mine. Actually, I don't know if they're all mine. I might give them away. That's what I have for all the ornaments that I made. That was my ornament making weekend. It was adorable.
It is adorable. I'm glad you had fun. So
Jason helped a little bit. he printed the templates and helped cut out templates, and he folded one of these guys.
Yeah, he stopped by to pick up some stuff that I owed you for work, and he was like, "She has me doing this. My fingers are too fat for this." So that's very cute. I'm glad you got some little ornamenty things I know you've been wanting to work on. Here, let me put it back in your bag here.
We got all those, and then I have cross stitch updates. Do you want to talk about anything?
I have one cross stitch update, but I'll let you do one, and then I'll do one.
Okay. This is also an ornament, because that's my life. Talked about this on our last episode, guys.
I wanted to start this.
This is the Little Stitchers. And I think it's called Dorothy's Red Shoes, which it will have her little red shoes right here.
Here's what it's going to look like. I'll put it over my face next to her thing.
So it's going to be really cute. I'm hoping to, this is going to come out probably after Christmas. I'll just say it. I'm hoping to have this ready for Christmas to give to my sister. She, still loves, I think, this is really poorly worded, loves, the Wizard of Oz. And so I think this will be something that she will enjoy. It's a little bigger than I wanted it to be, because I'm just kind of picturing it like that's going to be a pretty hefty ornament. And the shoes go down here. Oh, and I didn't talk about this. So right here, there is some stitches here, but she also says if you have a charm, put a charm here. And I have a little snowflake charm that I'm going to put there.
Oh, that'll be cute.
Yeah, just going to doll it up and make it a nice finished ornament. And I'm going to gift it to my sister. And then you said you had something?
I have one update. This is all I got done this week. So our crochet and knitting one's going to be pretty bare too for me. But I really, really wanted to get this done. This is, I've shown it before. Dun, dun, dun. I finished the section of, this is Stoney Creek's Horrific Halloween. And the Toad's Breath section is now complete. Woo-hoo. All the stitching is done. It still needs the back stitching, so all the outlining will need done. But I got all the stitching. The little toad is done. His little fence.
That is so pretty.
Spooky trees. I love those trees. Are really cool.
I love this banner.
I've really enjoyed working on it.
I know it's Christmas, but here we are showing off our Halloween.
Nope, guys, Halloween never ends for me, and you're gonna learn that.
It is so pretty. This toad one is really involved compared to the others.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot more background going on in that one.
Yeah.
And I think, so the next one, I can show the next one that's coming up that I'm going to start working on. I'll have to do the back stitching.
Look at the witch's warts, guys. Can you see that? Look at those little warts. And look at the detail on this little snail shell. I love that. See those little dots? They
do a stitch along every year, and their one this year just didn't appeal to me as much as this one does. Like, this one was just so cute.
I have to tell you, every time you show this on the podcast, I get on their website and I look at the other ones, and I'm like, none of them are as cute as this one. Yeah. This one is the cutest.
So the next one, I can get my little card out that they always send you, is spider webs and bat wings.
Oh,
and it's much more, it's another, like, more scene. So, it has little trees, there's a little glow-in-the-dark ghosty goo behind over here.
I really like this.
And lots of fun colors in this one. So, I'm super excited. I love this. I love this every time I work on it. And I just remembered, sitting here, that I have a teeny tiny update on the other one. So, I'll go get that while you talk about your next one. I'll go run out and grab that.
So, hey, do you want to get our coffees? I got us coffees.
You got us coffees?
I left them on the counter. I got distracted when we got set up.
Yes. I get coffees
Welcome to our messy Christmas.
It's the end of the year. It's the end of a long, long year.
It is. 2020. We're saying goodbye. So, all right, guys. I've been working on, what is this called? Silent Night. It's from the Just Cross Stitch 2020 Ornaments magazine, and this is Silent Night by Dames of the Needle. I have not gone very far since last time I showed it, but I have made some progress. This is the little Christmas tree. And there will be like a fireplace, some Christmas presents. I'm ready to do the gold star. I'm hoping my gold will show up on this fabric. I haven't tested it yet, but this is my little...
Is it a metallic gold?
No, maybe I need a metallic gold.
I have a metallic gold if you want.
Maybe I'll check out your gold stash. I love your eyebrows. So anyway, it's looking really cute. These little open dots here, you just leave those open. You don't put the gold in there. The only gold goes on the top of the tree, and I think the presents have some bows.
Yeah, here's what it's going to look like, and I think, yeah, the presents have a little bow.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this one. I'm not making this one a top priority. One, it is 32 count linen, and that is hard on my eyes. Which is sad because I know there are people who do like 50-some count linen, and I'm like, you guys are insane.
Those people in their teeny tiny X's.
But I struggle with this one, and it's also like the 2/2. So am I saying that? 2 threads over 2 strands.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm learning cross stitch, guys.
Which one of these is mine?
Yours is the mocha.
Which one is the mocha?
This one. And then mine is a peppermint mocha. Happy Christmas.
We're happy. Yes.
We got, I stopped at
holidays, all the fun stuff.
Happy holidays. I stopped at Trader's Coffee Shop before coming here, but in the rush of getting set up, I forgot our coffees on the counter. So, anyway, I'm not making as much progress on the Silent Night update or cross stitch because that's going to be for me, and today is like, what is it, the 19th? No, it is. Good God, you say it out loud and it's like, no, it's
the
not.
19th.
Oh my God, I have so little time to finish all of my obligation Christmas knits. It's getting a little scary. But I have a little bit of time on the Dorothy ornament because Ashley and I, my sister, aren't getting together until January. We're spreading things out so that like she's going to go see her family Christmas Day and I'm going to go see my dad and my grandma Christmas Day. And then we're putting 2 weeks between us. So like if anything happens, there's time. That's our strategy.
It's a good strategy. It's a strategy you have to adopt these days.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
So hopefully that'll work out. And then I have one more cross stitch update.
I'm going to do one more update.
Oh, you do good. I need a break. I need to taste my mocha.
So this one's a teeny tiny one, but I was super excited to get done. So this is on Halloween Ouija because we're still on Halloween here, people.
Did we even do? We did ornaments. That's our Christmas update.
That was our Christmas update. Who cares? Yeah. Nobody comes here. Nobody comes here, but nobody comes here for regimented, on time, orderly.
That's not our style.
So I did the last little section on the.
Oh, look at that! That's a fancy little candelabra thingy.
It's a little candelabra, with black flames. Ooh,
a black flame candle. Hocus pocus.
And
I love it.
It was a cute little thing to stitch, and then so I did the entire like base of the candelabra, and then I did the white candles and the wax, and then I was like, oh, we'll do 2 over 2 over 2. No, you can't do that because literally the moment I finished and laid it down, you could see the black thread behind this like pale brown fabric, and it was like really noticeable. Like the white from the candles wasn't, but the black really was. So I had to go back, take it out, do 2, cut my thread.
Oh, that's
do 2,
awful.
cut my thread, stitch it, do 2. It was like, really?
That's awful.
Really? But it's done now. So then I'll do the right side, which has a cauldron and other fun. I think it has cauldron and a raven on a tombstone. Super fun. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And then...
It's going to be cute.
It is going to be cute. So
I'm excited.
It was a little update. It was a little work I did the other night. And then when I found out I had to undo... It was like 11 o'clock. I found out I had to undo those last 6 stitches. And I was like... Do I do I put it away and just know that the next time I have to pick it up, I have to do that? Or
I
do I
that
do
to
it right
myself.
now? Or do I do it right now? Do I put it away or do I do it right now? I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed because it was like Wednesday night. It wasn't like, I have to go to bed. Do it now. And then I was like, fuck it. It's in the hoop. I'm not messing with it. If the next time I pick it up, I'll be angry that I didn't do it. I was like, just do it now.
So when I make mistakes in knitting that require like, I guess maybe like picking out 6 stitches isn't bad.
Yeah,
but
it was
like,
so small.
But like the chickens are really messed up and I need to rip basically the whole thing out and start over. But in knitting, whenever I make a mistake like that, I bag it up and I have a mistake basket. And maybe only one thing sits in there, but it sits in there until I'm ready to face it. Because it gives me time. A lot of times I like to approach mistakes with a good headspace. And if I'm pissed, I am not fixing and I'm likely to just rip it all out and start over. So.
Yeah. Just like, no, trash can, throw
trash
it
can.
Yeah. Do I need to buy new yarn? Yes.
I have not thrown cross stitch across the room, but I have thrown knitting across the room. This is who I am.
She-Hulk. She happens sometimes.
Yeah. So I have one more update. Guys, is it still Halloween?
They're gonna learn.
They're gonna learn.
It's never not.
Nightmare Before Christmas. And I have shown this many times where it's barely had any progress. But guys, he's got an arm! He's got a smile. He's got an arm. I even started like the super dark purple. And I don't know what happened here where I did some stitches, but I never went back and X'd them. I don't know.
You ran out of thread.
I probably ran out.
Yeah, you're heading in a direction and then you ran out of
Yeah.
thread.
I think the same thing happened down here. Anyway, I'm really excited. I have actually really enjoyed working on this week. I'm working on it for 1 hour every day before work.
It's your morning porch knit?
It's my morning porch knit. I was working on this thing, which I'll talk about in our knitting episode, but when I finished it, I switched to a cross stitch morning thing. And I guess I should talk about the thing that changed because I haven't been able to work on cross stitch for a while when my lamp fell on my head and broke. And I was really struggling to see, and I could only see like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which Monday through Friday I'm working. I can't cross stitch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So Jason for my birthday bought me, and I think it's called the O-Light. It's from Joanne Fabrics. And then it is just a very bright, it's got like a skinny little head, like a bar, and it's posable, so you can just kind of like crank it around. And the handle has a little button on it to turn it on and off, but if you hold your finger on it, you can dim it. It's got like a dimmer in it. It's kind of cool. And it's a floor lamp, which is really nice because I set it beside my chair, and I bought like a TV tray. So now I have a whole setup for my cross stitching.
You are a person, as for someone that is like, no, I take my knitting everywhere. I can knit at a campsite. I can knit in the doctor's office. I can knit driving. Like, you also want your perfect surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I don't want to have to go find scissors. I want scissors.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go find a stitch ripper or whatever. I want that.
Everything
I need
together.
it all together. I need a setup. I need a place that is stitchy.
Yeah.
Coordinated. And I'm like that. I'm very much like, all my bags have a bag in them that have every notion I would need because I don't want to go find it. And if I have to go find it, you know where it is? It's in the same drawer. It's always in the same drawer. Today we need an extension cord. I looked in 2 places. It was in the places where the cords are kept because I'm a lunatic. But like, I can't just be like, yep, throw it in a bag. Let's go. I'm like, no, I need a chair, and I need a light, and I need to move music, and I need a...
Especially for cross stitch, like, you know, this guy I've talked about before, he's on, I think, 14 count, might be 16 count.
Yeah, it looks like 16, yeah.
Yeah.
This is nice Ada.
Yeah, this is nice. This is from the Four Seasons.
I love that place.
We
will never stop talking about Four Seasons. It's also the only place, but it's a great place.
It's the only place we can just go to.
It's a great place.
But it is a great place. But, yeah, it's... this stuff is, I could stitch on this without my lamp. And I actually was stitching on the Dorothy shoes without my lamp. That one is 14 count.
Yeah, 14 count white.
Yeah.
Which is like so easy on the eyes.
I mean, look at that. You can basically see the holes right there. Like,
my eyes.
this, I didn't even, so it has a hoop line, and I only put it in a hoop for a little bit. I actually stitched all of this not in a hoop because it didn't.
What's that called? Stitch in hand. You stitch in hand.
Yeah. I stitched this whole thing in hand. Yeah.
Look at you. Advanced techniques.
That is advanced.
For me.
Well, I think on this it's fine.
Yeah.
I think on like the linen would be a nightmare. But anyway, this guy I was able to work on without my lamp. And then he got me my lamp, and last night was the only time I worked on, and I lost it. I don't know where the tree is.
In the bag?
No. Oh, it's right here.
There it is.
Yeah, last night was the first night I could work on this because my boyfriend got me the lamp. I could
Early
see.
Christmas?
Yeah.
Or he was just thinking of you?
No, it's birthday.
Oh, that's right. You and your birthday 2 days before Christmas or whatever it is.
December 23rd, guys. It's not always fun to share your birthday with Jesus. Yes, I said that.
Not me.
Someone else out there is a Christmas baby, and you
yeah.
know what
They
I
know.
mean.
They know.
Freaking birthday gifts wrapped in Christmas paper. Don't even wrap it at all. Anyway, so guys, this is a long, chatty episode.
Yes.
I'm out of things to update you on.
I'm out of things to update on. I want to start a thing. I'm going shopping this afternoon because we've been terrible. We have a cousin who's stationed in Germany with the army, and we always send him a Christmas gift. It's just a box of, we go to Target and
get stuff.
Just little games, puzzles, brain teasers, just stuff to do. Because when you're in the army, there's nothing to do. Last year we got him a putt-putt set, that would collapse down into a tube, and the whole office loved that thing because he's a trainer. He trains how to use anti-aircraft technology, and so
that's advanced.
He's in an office, but so everybody's do a putt-putt contest, and they just love that. So I want to try and find more stuff like that. I think we have a magnetic dartboard we're going to try and send him.
Oh, that's cool.
So that it's not putting holes in the office wall, but you can still throw darts and have fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, but we don't have all that. So we've just been, because I've been kind of freaking out. I haven't wanted to go to stores. We did not, I would normally get a lot of this stuff on Black Friday, because that's when all that
Black Friday was too scary to go in stores.
It was too scary to go out. But then I talked to a lady at my new work, and she said Walmart had something that she really, really wanted for her kid. And so she was she got one of those huge, huge masks and was going to go in basically in a hazmat suit. Got there, empty. The store had 3 people in it because everybody was scared. But anyway,
in case you're unaware, the numbers are really bad in our area.
Yeah, the numbers are really bad in our area. And so I haven't gotten those things. And so finally I was like, we have to go get them. It's dumb little junk. By the time we order it, but it's going to be terrible, but we should just go, be really careful. We're going not on a crowded day, nothing like that. And we're going to ship it out. But shipping into Germany right now from the US, he's going to get it in March. I feel terrible. But
it'll be okay.
While we're out, I'm getting this stuff. I tried to start this. I'll put this up here. This is my upcoming stitch, the thing I was going to replace my favorite season with.
Oh, what's it called?
It is There Was a Hobbit in a Hole, I believe is what it's called. I'll put the stuff down below.
Is it the Hobbit?
It is a Hobbit. It is a little Bilbo outside his little Hobbit hole, and it's so cute. I'm doing it for my friend Ruth, for her door, and I got out the material that I was going to do it in, and realized that it's going to be 2 feet by 2, it's going to be massive. It's too big for a door. And I was like, okay, so we need to find smaller fabric. We need to cut this in half, basically. And so
you're doing it on a different stitch count?
I'm doing it on a different stitch count. So they did it on 14 count Ada. And I am going to do it on, I believe I'm going to do it on 28 count 1/1 instead of 2/2. Oh. So I'm going to cut it in half. So it'll be the size to go on a front door reasonably.
That'll be good.
And I'm also changing the text on the bottom of this one says "Whole Sweet Hole," And she asked if it'd be possible for me to change the text to, it's a line from the book. It says, there, in a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit, which is like, I think that not quite the opening text of the Hobbit, but, and so I'm going to just change that text. I have a book full of alphabet, so I can.
Yeah, you have that really cool
easily.
book. Yeah.
So I'll change that text, and it'll be personalized, and she'll love it. And
that sounds awesome
and springy.
It also sounds like it's going to be a big project.
It's a big one. It's a more it's a much more of a full scene than a, you know, what I've been doing are like small
motifs.
Yeah, like even like the Halloween one. It's like, oh, there's a pumpkin and a frog, but it's not really attached to anything. There's no like shading.
It's kind of going to be like Nightmare. My Nightmare.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of like
because it's like just full cover.
Yeah, more full coverage, more stuff going on, more shading and background.
I know that it is only December and we're not there yet, but I really want to do a Happy Little Mouse has the Bigfoot. And I really want to do, it's the shape of the foot, and then it's the Bigfoot silhouette.
Bigfoot silhouette.
And and it's the same. It's very similar to the Nightmare Before Christmas. So it's gonna take me forever because I've been working on this Nightmare Before Christmas for like 6 months.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You got to start it now so you can have it by like spring, summer. I just watched the snow fall off the tree behind us.
There's your entertainment, guys. It's not here. It's there.
But I'm just like, I'm already, because I'm never in the right season. I'm like green. Warm, lush. What's all this Christmas nonsense we're doing?
I think you basically skipped Christmas.
I did. I was like,
you did like 5 ornaments and you're done. Christmas
is funny because it's a big deal for my family. It's like our big holiday of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We all get together. This year we couldn't, so it sucked. It's always like my sister and I lost our mom about 4 or 5 years ago, and so Christmas is always, you know, oh, it was family time. But Christmas has never been like my big holiday.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Halloween. Yes. And then like we would always have a huge Memorial Day and Labor Day thing in our backyard. And it was like kickball and hot dogs and all that. Like,
it's funny because like my family's the opposite. All the traditional holidays are big. Yeah. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and
we do nothing.
You're the devil if you celebrate Halloween.
we're like, can we just play kickball and carve pumpkins, please?
Yeah.
Like,
so I don't know. It's weird not having like a real Christmas or any. It's like
bonkers.
We didn't do a real Thanksgiving with my family. You know, like all that stuff. It's been weird. New Year's is not big for my family. It used to be, but it's not. So I won't feel any different. Jason and I usually do a little something. But I am happy that everybody is healthy.
Yes.
That is my positivity coming at you guys.
Yeah.
My family is healthy.
And if you're not, we are sending
love
and all the good vibes and good feelings and that we possibly can, because everything is awful and we're all in this together, and if we just like freaking link arms, flower power will get us through. Like, yes. It's like if we just love each other,
love and support,
and take care of each other and try and have respect for each other, we'll get through it.
We will.
It's hard,
but it'll be okay. This is our Christmas message, guys. So I think we've rambled enough.
I think we've rambled enough. I don't know how we got 40 minutes out of this.
40 minutes and 3 things to show. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next